I know you guys probably can't see the bottom of these pants, but they're really long for me, like dragging on the floor. So we're gonna fix that. So we're gonna hem these pants, and let me find other ones. I also have these pants that are really long as well, so I'm gonna hem them but without actually hemming it, if that makes sense. I'll show you how we do it in a sec. So for these first pair of pants, I'm laying it on a flat surface, and we're actually going to be using double-sided leather hemming tape to do this. That way we don't have to stitch it. Leather can be hard to stitch or sew. So I'm just marking or measuring how much I want to take my pants up by, and for me that's going to be about 1.5 inches. I'm grabbing my chalk as well and just marking that. In the end I ended up turning it inside out just so it was easier to work with. And then I went around the hem with my tape measure and the chalk, just marking 1.5 inches up from that hem all the way around. And we're going to make sure that we repeat that for both legs. So next I'm just going to grab my tape and I'm peeling that back to reveal the first sticky side, and I'm just going to stick that close to the bottom of the initial hem that we're working with here, and I'm going to make sure that I try to tape that evenly all the way around, and I'm just going to snip off the excess. This next part can be a bit fiddly. I'm just trying to find the back of the tape and peeling that off, and then once you do, it reveals this kind of clear side, and that is it reveals the other sticky side that we want to stick down. So I'm just going ahead and peeling that off, and I'm folding it where I've marked the chalk to, and just folding that up and pressing it in place and smoothing it out with my fingers to make sure that it is pressed down okay and it is sticking properly. And then I'm just going to go bit by bit, peeling off the tape, folding it up at that chalked marking, and just pressing it with my fingers to make sure it's secure. So this method does work, but what I did realise is when I had finished the hem, it wasn't as sticky or as neat as I wanted it to be. So I'm going to show you what we can do to make the hem of our pants a bit neater on the other pair that we're going to do. So for the second method, again, I'm going to start by turning my pants inside out, just because it makes it easier to work with. So I'm going to show you how I did it for one pants leg, and then granted you just want to duplicate that for the second leg. First thing you want to do, granted, is mark how much you want to take your pants up by, and if you want to take your pants up by 2 inches, you want to grab your tape and tape it at that 2-inch marking all the way around, and then once the ends of your tape connect, you want to clip off the excess. The only reason I didn't use chalk for this is because I had put in fabric clips previously, which I wouldn't recommend because it can damage your leather, which had kind of made holes in terms of where I want the pants to be taken up to. But granted, make sure you use your chalk, don't use clips, don't use pins if you're using leather. Then we're going to go ahead and peel off the white part of the tape to reveal the other sticky side, and what I'm going to do is fold it where the tape starts. So it's kind of like a pinching and pressing process where I'm folding it up where that tape begins, as you can see, and I'm just pressing it in place. I'm doing that all the way around and I'm peeling it off bit by bit so that I'm not sticking bits where I don't need to, and doing it this way is just going to help make sure that the seam or the hem comes out so much neater and flatter and less bulky. One thing to note with this method, smoothing it out with your fingers and pressing it in place definitely makes a world of difference in making sure that your hem comes out as smooth as possible. Then what I'm going to do is add another strip of tape close to the hem, and I'm doing that just so that our pants don't flip up or flip outside, if that makes sense, to just give it that added layer of security. So as you can see with the double tape method, it looks a bit more secure and a much flatter. So this is what the pants came out looking like they basically look the same, but now they're not dragging on the floor anymore, which is exactly what we want. So yeah, let me know if you found this video helpful, and I do have a tutorial on how you can hem your jeans to make them shorter if you need to as well, so make sure you check that out next.